I'll move on to the next game. That game won't go on. Yeah, see them, I think, when we go to dinner, but what about next game?
Is it just starting to click for you?
Well, I don't know yet. I still got a lot of work to do. So, we had good practice today. Just move on. Next game, keep working. And,
Phil said a couple of the reasons for you playing much better now is you've lost a little weight and got into better shape.
I think it has something to do with it, but I still haven't done nothing yet, so there's really nothing really to dwell on.
You were confident on offense.
How big was the win yesterday, now that you look back on it?
Well, they beat us twice, and I think they averaged 125 against us, and we knew we was a good team, but we still got a lot to prove, as a unit, we still got a lot to prove. We haven't really proven nothing to ourselves yet, so.
Ron, how do you guys go from the high of a game like yesterday where they're obviously a top quality opponent playing against Indiana, just below 500, they're struggling these days?
Well, I know we're going to come out there and play hard. I know that for a fact. I think we've been playing hard lately, We've been playing hard. We just haven't been able to get the wins that we wanted to, but sometimes we play hard, we lose. But the main thing that we come out tomorrow and play hard and, I think it'll work itself out. A lot of energy in the building, but as long as you don't let that energy affect you, you should be okay.
Take advantage. Is it easy to let that go and move forward to Indiana?
Yeah, we've been. As long as you just play the possessions, every possession hard, you can move on to the next game, without any problems.
Talk about taking advantage of the size difference against that team as well, though.
What team?
Against Indiana.
Indiana. What's the lineup? I don't even know.
Phil was talking about it's going to be really small and fast lineup.
Well, I don't know the positions, but we were big all over the court. I guess they'd be starting a regular point guard, but every other position, everybody, is legit at their position. So I'm not sure who they're starting, but that could be a favor for us.
You keep saying there's things you want to prove. What are some of those immediate goals that you want to prove?
Well, we lost so many games that we shouldn't have lost. The high expectations of the season, and so as of far, we haven't reached those goals that we wanted to reach, as far as the record goes. So now, moving along, every expectation that we expect of us as far as just winning games. We want to do that, just win.
Sorry to interrupt there. You talk about always, never dwelling on the last game, always looking ahead. Whether it's a good or a bad game, like how long do you kind of move on and flush it out of your system? Is it like a 24-hour rule? Or
I think it goes by possession. You just play the next possession. And so you might have 5, 10 bad possessions. And then you might have 10 good possessions. It could be the last 5 possessions of like a game like today, and the next 5 possessions of a game like tomorrow or whatever. And you just go possession by possession, and then it'll work itself out. You prepare for your whole life. You practice so long, so it's not really about the game. It's about how hard. If you play hard every possession, you'll be fine.
Do you see yourself being more physical in the last week or so as opposed to the last month or so?
I think I was always physical. My feet started hurting early. Then the trainers kind of guided me on how to correct the problem. I think early on we was doing okay. I was moving pretty well, but then my feet started hurting, and now now that I was working with the trainers as far as losing some weight, then my feet don't hurt as much.
Are you comfortable with the offense? It looked like yesterday you knew when the ball was coming and when to be, when to shoot. Just in terms of just being ready to.
Well, Kobe made all that happen. They kept doubling him, and he was moving the ball right on time. He was moving the ball right on time. His shot wasn't falling, and he just had 12. I think he had 12 assists. Can't remember. I thought I saw that somewhere.
Yes.
And so he made it happen.
Are you concerned at all about the inconsistencies of this team? For example, yesterday, 2 different teams, 2 different halves.
Yeah, we gotta get better. We gotta just, it's about that time. We take every possession. We play every possession with pride. It's about that time that we do that. And I think the second half we did, even though we tied the game up and they went back up 10 because we fell asleep a little bit. So, we're so talented, and sometimes we fall asleep. So I thought we woke up in the second half against a good team. You know, it was a tough game. So we'll see what happens. Carmelo fouled out, so that didn't help Denver. But other than that, I thought we played hard.
How important is it? George Karl after the game said the Lakers turned it into a wrestling match and they won.
Oh man.
I mean, to beat Denver at their own game. I mean, is that
I'm not gonna comment on that.
You guys should be able to flip the switch anytime you want, though, you think? That's the way it's
No,
been
you can't
going.
do that. You gotta keep it on. You gotta keep it on. Yeah, you gotta keep on switch on.
But it hasn't been on the whole time, has it?
Exactly.
So what do you do?
Keep it on.
Okay.
You keep it on.
You got to find it somewhere, huh? You
Yeah.
get some masking tape.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.